The last thing we need to do is, given the graph of the first derivative, can we sketch a rough graph of the original function? So there are some steps, and there's 4 of them. And you can fill them in on your note sheet. So the first step is we're going to locate the zeros of f of x, and I'm going to do this in blue. So I'm going to actually even write this in blue. We're looking for the zeros of our derivative. What that means is the function has extreme values here. So that means it's got either a max or a min at that point. So here is our 0, 2 zeros. So I'm going to just draw a dashed line there so I know at some point, either above or below the axis, I'm going to have a max or a min. The second thing we're going to look at, and I'm going to do this one in red. There's 2 cases. If that first derivative is above the x-axis, that means f of x is increasing. Other case, if the first derivative is below the x-axis, that means the function is decreasing. So that actually helps us determine do we have a max or a min at these points. So we are above going to below, so we are increasing to decreasing. We've got a maximum at this first 0. And since we're below to above, we've got a minimum at that second one. Okay? Now, we've also got 2 more things to look at. 3, which we'll keep that one here in this dark gray black color. We're going to read f double prime, the second derivative, by knowing that the first derivative decreases, or when it decreases, then the second derivative is less than 0, and vice versa, meaning if it increases, it's bigger than 0. And where the first derivative has a slope of 0, that means that the function might have a point of inflection. So that means right here we have a slope of 0. Somewhere we have a point of inflection right there. Now, we have enough information to finish off this sketch. That's actually part 4. Sketch the curve. So, we know we are increasing up to that first red dot. So we can draw something that's increasing there. We know then we're decreasing until we get to the second red dot, but we have to go through that inflection point. Now once we hit that second red dot, we know we are increasing. So this may not be the exact graph of the function, but it is a rough sketch of a possible graph for the function. And that actually wraps up all of our curve sketching examples. We're done.